Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Positive and Negative Tarot. Today I will be doing a general spread or general collective reading. So take it as it resonates. Don't let yourself don't drive yourself crazy about it if some things seem confusing or don't resonate right away. Right now, I'm just shuffling my cards. All day today, I've been really just like resting and rejuvenating. Today is Thursday, so it's Friday Junior. I hope everybody's week has been going well. Spirit, allow me to channel these messages correctly and interpret them efficiently for whoever will be clicking on this video either now or in the future. Okay, Spirit, let me get 3 cards, Spirit. Let me get 3 cards, Spirit. I'm trying to take these 2. Let me get 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards, Spirit. 3 cards channeling clear, concise, direct messages. Spirit, clear and concise, direct messages, Spirit, for whoever may be watching this video now or in the future. A general message is like love, career, finances. Could be something stronger in one area than another, so it could be stronger in career or stronger than love, but still have aspects of both or all 3. Spirit, let me get 3 cards in regard to the collective's message, Spirit. 3 cards in regard to the collective's message, Spirit. 3 cards in regard to the collective's message, Spirit. 3 cards in regard to the collective's message, Spirit. So right off the bat, we have the King of Cups. Let me get 1 more card, Spirit. Or 2 more cards, I'm sorry. Okay. And I got 2 more cards. So I have the King of Cups, I have the Renewal card, and then I have the Emperor. Oh my. Alrighty. So then on the top of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. Alrighty, so King of Cups, Renewal, and the Emperor. I don't know if I'm talking to any divine masculines here, or if this is a feminine and or if this is a feminine having 2 masculines in their energy. But there is a King of Cups, the Renewal, and the Emperor. So I'm getting a few things off of this. So with this King of Cups being here, I don't know if this is somebody in, I want to say pulling up so bad for some reason. So somebody could be thinking about pulling up on you or wanting to see you right off the bat. It could be this King of Cups maybe. This could be one of the people in your energy. So maybe you have 2 people in your energy. I was also for some reason getting like maybe this King of Cups after this renewal energy is coming back in as an Emperor. And maybe that's why I'm also getting that like pulling up energy. Maybe now that they've transformed into this Emperor status, they want to see you now. Like they want you to see them in this completely different, extremely more stable, energetically balanced, and it's almost looking like they've been working on themselves physically as well, is what I'm getting. So with the King of Cups energy, so with that King of Cups energy, we have keywords as leadership, trust, visionary, devotion, and tolerance. The King of Cups holds a well of wisdom within. He's a peacekeeper who sees the best in others. He's filled with a sea of compassion, yet knows how to discipline his emotions. He remains balanced and composed even in rough waters. And then the message is to take a calm and balanced approach when dealing with a challenging situation. So if I'm talking to any divine masculines, just because this is like giving me like a heavier, again, just like mannish energy for some reason, I don't know if this person had been going through tough times or just one particular challenging time in regard to emotion, but it's giving me somebody who is, and since it's the King of Cups, it's just giving me somebody who understands that emotions are emotions, and just almost getting me like I almost want to say somebody was down in the dumps, but like was just getting through it, especially with this, like, he's a peacekeeper who sees the best in others. And for some reason, it's almost giving me like whoever was in this energy was very nice, very compassionate, and for some reason it was almost giving me like people were taking advantage of that. So I don't know, again, if this is somebody, this could be a divine feminine who just possesses a more masculine energy, or maybe like being in these challenging waters emotionally just like highlighted this card. But that's just what I'm getting from this card at this moment. I'm looking at this card, and this person doesn't look happy or sad. They have like the slightest smile on their face, but they're like standing upright. It looks like they're looking at water, like they're standing over like a riverbed. Their feet are planted like on these rocks. And I don't know, this person is just almost giving me like, yeah, I've gone through it or whatever, but like I'm so nice, and like I just almost like I not even wearing my heart on my sleeve, but their jacket has like all of these hearts on it. So that's just giving me like somebody who actually probably is deeply emotional, or actually like I almost want to say kind of sensitive. This is almost giving me like, I don't want to say like a gentle giant almost, because this person is very like sturdy kind of looking almost. So that's what it's giving me on this card. And then right next to it we have the renewal card. So the renewal card is major arcana, but it also just gives me like kind of a less transformative energy than the death card. Like the renewal cards gives me like the death card is like a super, like a major transition, a major transformation, etc. The renewal card gives me like kind of like a moderate transformation. Like, okay, you worked on the bulk of yourself, and now it's time to like refine some things. Like maybe refine how you handle things. Maybe refine how much compassion you show others, or like if somebody was lacking compassion, maybe this person, you know, had to just refine being a little bit more compassionate, and vice versa. If this person was more compassionate or too compassionate, maybe they had to dial it back some and kind of use their discernment, or like grow to understand how to use their discernment in regard to challenging situations. That when I say emotional, I think of like also like just like hurt feelings, not even just always love. Like maybe somebody could be sensitive, and maybe that sensitivity or whatever they were sensitive to just required like a little bit of fine tuning, is what I'm saying almost. So that's what I kind of get from this renewal card. But with the renewal card, we have self-reflection, we have lessons learned, new plans, renewal, and purpose. It says past lessons are their guide in moving forward with clarity. They feel rewired and renewed. Possibilities look brighter than ever about where they are and what they need to do. With new plans on the horizon, they continue to grow into their greatest self. And then the message is, every moment holds an opportunity to begin anew. So even with that renewal card, for some reason, I'm also getting like thinking about things differently. Like maybe looking at challenges as less, maybe looking at challenges in a less, I want to like not narrow view, but less, what's the word I'm looking for? Like not looking at every challenge as like a oh shit moment, or like the biggest despair ever. Like, I gotta work on this now. Like it's just giving me like, and it's giving me kind of like working on yourself a little bit more along the way, so that things don't seem so challenging or so dramatic as far as like changes goes. Or like I said, it could be because maybe somebody already did the bulk of their work. It just was like required a little bit of just fine tuning. It says past lessons are their guide in moving forward with clarity. So with this King of Swords being here and that renewal card being there, again, I'm just getting somebody learning how to almost process their emotions, maybe deal with their emotions. Somebody maybe even feeling a little bit more secure in their emotions, low key, as I'm getting that, because this is the King of the King of Cups. So almost getting somebody worked on themselves to become a little bit more secure in their own emotions. So that they may step into this Emperor energy, and whatever work that somebody has done, whether this is you, Divine Masculine, or this is somebody else embodying that energy, they are showing up as, I'm getting new and improved. I'm getting that new car smell. So somebody could have gotten also a new car, and it's making them feel like the man, or maybe somebody got a detail recently, or I don't know, but I'm just getting like, especially since I thought of pulling up, somebody might work on cars, like something about cars may be significant. Somebody just may like cars. Somebody may like going to car shows or something of that nature. But I'm just getting that somebody really has gone through a major and I want to say minor, but like more so moderate transformation that has catapulted them into this Emperor energy. And I don't want to say catapult really, because catapult makes it seem like it happened really fast. Again, for this renewal card might have been like maybe like one of the last few things that they needed to like push them into this like very sturdy energy, very balanced, in tune with themselves, in tune with nature, in tune with the things around them. That's what I was also getting with this King of Cups earlier, like saying that maybe this is about if you were too compassionate, maybe you're too giving, or maybe you were all of these good things but you were distorted in some way. Like maybe you could have been following some like rogue path, or like maybe not rogue path, because sometimes it's okay to be in a rogue kind of thing, like in your own lane, but maybe just like something was off. But whatever it was, you refined it and put it back on track. And it's like all of this motion energy. Like even though this is cups and then you got the renewal card and then the Emperor, it's just giving me like motion, like moving differently, but it's in an improved manner. With my tongue tied there, it's almost giving me somebody is so excited to possibly maybe even say something to you, talk to you. Either way, on the top of the deck we had the 7 of Swords, and on the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Wands. So with the 7 of Swords, I always get two things. Like it could be like somebody being sneaky around you or moving sneaky, but I also get with this card you moving kind of discreetly. So maybe with this, maybe along with these new and improved changes, you decided to kind of switch up how you do things. Maybe you're moving a little bit more discreetly, or maybe you're moving a little bit more conservatively. Maybe you're covering up more, or maybe you're changing locations and where the environment calls you to cover up more, or calls you to like maybe change how you dress in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting somebody like moving through, I don't know, some type of landscape. Like it's like a jackalope here. I don't know where jackalopes are native to. Like I don't know if somebody's been seeing like a lot of like small fuzzy animals, almost like I'm getting like rabbits. I'm getting like those like Australian animals, or like I don't know, just maybe a different type of, maybe you're seeing different types of animals because of wherever you're at or something like that. But let's see the 7 of Swords. So with the 7 of Swords, we get searching for purpose, weighing options, decisions, wisdom, meditation. It says surrounded by starlit pathways. Oh, I'm sorry. This was the 7 of Cups. But on the 7 of Swords, ironically, this person is kind of like moving. That's also what I get with the 7 of Swords. Even though it's Swords energy, for some reason the 7 of Swords still gives me like movement, but it just gives me movement in like a very low key way. I was not trying to read cups. 7 of Swords, I'm sorry. Strategy, daring, courage, risk, and mental manipulation. She embarks upon a risky mission on guard. They follow through on their best laid plans and remember important details. They figured out which steps to take to reach the desired income. So yeah, I feel like that's just piggybacking off of that renewal energy. Like major changes were made probably along in the last cycle or something of that nature, but like minor changes still needed to occur in order to still push, or to still create monumental. To still create momentum in that positive direction, and still create momentum in the direction of the Emperor. So whatever you've been working on, like whatever like minor details you've been working on about yourself have definitely I was almost about to say like I feel like people have noticed, like maybe even like whatever these changes are, even like just the minor things, people are noticing for some reason. It's almost giving me like people are looking in your direction. Could also be why like you might be moving a little bit more discreetly. Maybe like you're turning a few more heads than usual, or maybe I don't know. With this 7 of Swords, I'm also getting like somebody moving funny around you, or trying to kind of, I don't know, like I almost want to say penny pinch or like pickpocket a little bit with the 7 of Swords. But if this is more so in regard to you, I feel like this is in regard to you moving discreetly and kind of, I almost want to say gatekeeping the things that you're doing. So if you have any like new plans coming up, or even how you transformed, how you transitioned, how you like changed into this emperor energy, it's almost getting like you're keeping your mouth shut. I got like that, you know, when you're a kid and like your mom or something says hush it, and you do the little zip lock with your mouth motion or whatever, like zip, zip type of thing. I almost got that, like you're keeping it on the hush hush about your next moves or what you have going on, or gatekeeping again, like how you came up in some way. Like, again, this is giving me elevation energy. You're going from somebody in this energy, is going from the King of Cups to the Emperor. So to even stand in the Emperor, like you had to have gone through and changed up a lot about yourself, unless you were kind of already in that Emperor energy or already possessed that Emperor energy. But again, introspection and change is always a thing. Like that's always like an ongoing like process. But perhaps whatever energy you were in the past was creating some type of challenging emotional situations or blockages for you, and it really called for a change with this King of Cups person, because it's almost like this person is looking over the water and reflecting. So I almost want to say too, like maybe somebody had good intention, but it just wasn't coming off of that way, again, because of something that they needed to refine about themselves. I don't want to use the word fix, because when you use the word fix, it makes it seem like something was wrong with you or something was broken. I'm not necessarily getting that energy. Again, I'm just getting like the need to like maybe just do some fine tuning. Like maybe you needed to revise how you said something, or maybe you needed to do better with saying something, or it could be anything. It could just be even in regard to a skill almost, or maybe like this person is like holding this lanyard of flowers, but it doesn't look like it's connected, almost like it broke. So maybe like having to do with roughness emotionally, maybe being a little bit too blunt or kind of harsh in regard to emotions or something of that nature. Doesn't have to be in regard to emotions only though. Could just be in regard to how you're doing something. But then with the Six of Wands, it's just the Six of Wands is giving me congratulatory energy. And with that Seven of Swords and with all this other positive energy, I definitely actually get less sneaky energy, but I don't know. It says, on guard, they follow through on their best laid plans and remember the important details. They figured out which steps to take to reach their desired goals. This is also giving me some, like I said, somebody gatekeeping their knowledge is almost what I'm getting. Like somebody figured it out. Somebody cracked the code. Somebody broke through the matrix, and they're not telling anybody how they became this person. But maybe they're about to embark on something too, and they want to keep it on the hush hush because they don't want anybody to interfere or disrupt their plans. And maybe these plans even have to do with like money, or I don't know, just like knowing something, because this person is like taking these little stars and putting it in their pocket and like kind of harvesting it for themselves type of thing. So I don't know, I fake get like a little bit of like, I almost want to say somebody could be like trying to, maybe you could be like gatekeeping your energy from somebody that's trying to like pickpocket your energy, or like pickpocket the energy as you're in this like starlit thing, or like as you like have defined your path and have gained like more direction. Because I also get the Seven of Swords also gives me that like low key, it says strategy, daring, courage, like whatever this change is, whether major or minor that you've done, it's like making you possibly even feel more confident, especially if you're standing in this Emperor energy, and it's making you want to like do more things, maybe take on a different type of challenge, or maybe just go towards something. But again, maybe you're just being you're being smart about it, honestly. Like it's giving me like Seven of Swords is also giving me like thinking about your moves, thinking about your next plan, because you do have a lot to lose, like especially while you're standing in this Emperor energy. You don't want anybody to take you out of that energy, and then you don't want to lose that energy just by not moving correctly. But either way, we also have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So the number 6 could be significant in some way. We got the number 20 could be significant. The number 4 could be significant. 67 could be significant. 76 could be significant. But that's what I'm getting with the Six of Wands. And again, I was getting like momentous energy at the beginning of or like maybe at the middle of the reading. Because there's just like a lot of these I don't even want to say swift changes, but a lot of these, like, and with the renewal card, I also always get like the Orphic egg and the serpent energy, because it's like, I forgot how it goes, but it's like the Orphic egg, I think, symbolizes like the cosmos or something like that, or the universe. And I think the serpent around the egg symbolizes like, I forgot what the serpent is supposed to be, but symbolizes like the ability to like destroy or create. But obviously we know that when something is destroyed, it's always the chance for something new to be built upon it or rebirth from it. And so that's what the renewal card is. Like, again, it's a little bit less dramatic, but I get somebody hatching from this egg, and kind of looking at like the newly found power that they possess. Like, and again, I also get like insight, like newly found knowledge, newly found wisdom. They're like, it's almost like somebody having an awakening moment. Like somebody has awakened out of this King of Cups energy, whether that's male or female, and has stepped into this newly embodied energy. Like they're an embodiment of everything that they have learned, everything that they have gone through. This is almost giving me like a pillar of strength. It's giving me like standing tall. It's giving me like standing sturdy, not being moved out of your place, not being moved from your position, and also moving smartly. It's not even giving me like cocky or conceited energy, but if you know that you have a tendency towards that, definitely want to watch that, because ego kills. Ego can definitely destroy and put you back in a place that you don't want to be in. But more than anything, I'm getting like with this, and again, with great power comes great responsibility. So that could also be why maybe you could have gotten a position of power. Maybe you could have like stepped up in position in some way. Like maybe you could have ascended or elevated in some way, and you're just trying to move smart. You're trying to plan and strategize, because again, I said, like, you have a lot to lose. Like maybe like, especially on this Seven of Swords, like this person again is putting these like coins or like starlit things into their like bounty collection basket. So maybe like somebody is like, has been saving, or has been like, I mentioned gatekeeping earlier. So maybe even with like, maybe somebody is just holding a lot of good things and they just don't want anybody to like interfere with that. But with the Six of Wands being the last card at the bottom of the deck, I get congratulatory energy. So I feel like the Six of Wands always kind of gives me like spirits support. So maybe if you haven't gotten a kudos, a pat on the back, maybe if like, you know, you just haven't gotten that, you know, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. From anybody in particular. I feel like the Six of Wands is just saying spirit is spirit saying you're doing a good job. Like I feel like that if you haven't been told that, you're doing great. Like you're trying your best, you're getting there, you're stepping up, you're elevating, and that's what I see on the card. So if this hasn't happened yet, this will be happening, where you or somebody around you is really going to be stepping into this Emperor energy after doing the work, is what I'm really getting. And somebody's really thinking. Somebody's thinking, planning, strategizing, using their brain is what I'm getting. Using common sense is what I wanted to say too. Maybe that could be a part of the awakening. Like, I just have to use my brain. Eureka moment. But Six of Wands says achievement, victory, confidence, recognition, and support. Together, they celebrate the successful evolution of a challenging adventure. The accomplishment is commemorated in song and flight. And with gatekeeping, I almost wanted to get that too. Like maybe somebody could have a lot of good songs, or have like a really fire playlist or something like that. Somebody could be a DJ is what I just got, where they're like hoarding all of these like real good songs or samples or something like that. I don't know. The accomplishment is commemorated in song and flight, and they're riding high. Somebody could enjoy a celebratory hoo-ha. Grateful for the recognition, they take pleasure in sharing joy attained from such a victory. So in order to even be able to celebrate so loudly, I feel like you and spirit are, maybe this could also be with this renewal energy and like this newly found enlightenment too. That could be you getting closer and have grown closer to spirit to also be able to achieve this Emperor status, regardless if you're male or female. It says the message is to harness your strengths, maintain results, and honor your successes. So this is just giving me like, okay, so now that you achieve this victory, you just want to, and I mentioned that earlier, like you just want to be able to stay in this Emperor position. Again, you don't want anybody to move you from your position, but you also want to be secure in yourself and in your position, knowing that, you know, if any challenges do occur, you are a tree. You are strong as a tree. You are rooted and grounded within yourself, within the earth, and within the newly found wisdom and valuable insight that you have gained. And again, especially if you're moving smarter, like maybe you moving a little funny to people. Maybe some people think that you're moving a little funny, or maybe you could have peeped that people are moving funny around you, and you like, oh, okay, I see you. That could also be what that renewal energy is, especially because the renewal energy has this like white light almost coming from the person's head, almost like the universe or whoever you believe in is like feeding you this spiritual knowledge and insight or power, like in whatever type of way. Like maybe somebody has been really learning about something really like heavy, like gaining, like my ears ringing right now, like let me take a deep breath. Maybe somebody could be just gaining a lot of, maybe somebody could be reading a lot, gaining a lot of knowledge, just like looking into other things. Like, again, like especially with this renewal card, it's almost like somebody that's looking at themselves like, wow, I really do have the power. Like the power is within. Like I have the awakening is literally realizing that you can set yourself free. Like you broke yourself from this egg, and then you realize like whatever you picked up along the way that just like pushed you into this emperor energy. But again, with that 6 of Wands and the last with the message being like maintain results, I also get like, you know, like when you go to the gym, you could go, you want to give yourself a rest day. Like you could go today, off day, on day, off day, or however you want to do it. You could go 3 days a week, be off 3 days, or however you want to do it. But you just have to keep going and keep being consistent and keep utilizing new things. Maybe you learn new workouts. Maybe you stop doing the same. Maybe you first started going in there doing the same couple workouts, and now you said, you know what, let me switch it up before I get muscle fatigue or something like that. Because then if I get muscle fatigue, I know I've experienced that before, so I know that if I get muscle fatigue, I'm not going to want to go back for a week, and then when I go back after that week, it's going to be hard to go. Like, you know, somebody is just thinking. It's somebody like you've gone through the major adjustments, and now it just requires minor adjustments, and those minor adjustments are leading you to just think based off of experience is what I'm also getting. Like, you know what, I've gone through this before, let me try to do it this way, or maybe let me switch it up a little bit so that they don't catch on, or like, you know, that's what I'm getting. I'm also getting like, what's tea? I don't know. What is tea? Is it oolong? It's giving me like somebody is playing slow. That could also be maybe a part of the strategy, like playing like you don't know that somebody is doing something, or I don't know, maybe this could also be you acting brand new because you are in this new energy. It's giving me like, even if you are still the King of Cups, like deep down and not fake, I'm definitely still getting this Emperor is authentic energy. But I'm saying like this King of Cups was somebody who still had this sensitive nature about themselves, still possessed a level of emotion. But maybe it was just imbalanced. Maybe you were giving too much emotion to certain situations, or maybe it was giving emotion to certain people but those people were distorted, or maybe you were distorted in how you were giving out your emotion. I'm almost getting like somebody giving out that wand, or giving out their love, or searching for love, but it's in all the wrong people or all the wrong mates. I'm getting something like that. But I'm getting like whatever this period was where you were in this egg waiting to be hatched, like the universe is like sitting on you, keeping you warm, comforting you, feeding you chips, grapes, juice boxes, etc. Somebody could be a snacker, somebody could be a foodie. That period, whether you know it or not, was spirit kind of sitting you down and cradling you to refine you so that you can pop out in this Emperor Empress energy. So congratulations, you have really worked on yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back and know that spirit is very proud of you, as well as myself. And just keep moving how you're moving, like, because whatever it is, like, just keep on trying to maintain that stuff. So like, you know, keep yourself in balance, keep yourself in check so that spirit don't have to check you, because when spirit check you, it's always going to be dramatic as hell. You want to check yourself and let spirit do the rest of the work along the way. So if people are trying to trip you up, or if people are trying to pry in and see like what you have going on, again with this 7 of Swords, that's like mental and chatter type of energy. But because this person has this cloak on, is just like kind of moving the screen, I'm getting somebody is doing less talking and more doing, is what I'm getting. Also somebody not even like focusing on what other people are doing, or whoever's in like this sneaky energy or something like that is giving me somebody is not even focused on that, or the sneaky energy is just focused on you specifically. Like you don't even have anything to do with that, actually. Like somebody is like possibly paying attention to you and trying to see what you are possibly gonna get into. But while you're doing that, Spirit is like, even the Six of Wands, like their back is turned to the Seven of Swords. So it's just giving me somebody is not even paying attention to the BS is what I'm getting. Somebody's not paying attention to like the fluff in the background. Somebody is just too busy being so happy about this newly found self-attunement. And then the Six of Wands also gives me like, yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I was supposed to close it out like 5 minutes ago. I just kept talking. But I hope this resonates. Again, this could be like past, present, or you could be like going into this right now, or somebody else could be going into this right now. But I hope you have a great evening. It's 7:20 on the timer, so 7:20 could be important to or significant to somebody. I'm going to close it out here. And bye.